Michael here again with another Michael's Guitar Reviews. Now, this one is a little bit different, it's a little bit special, and there is a story. I need to tell you the story before I do the review. In 1979, I was working in the United States of America. Yes! And in fact in Texas. And I wanted a really nice guitar. So I worked extra hours. I saved really hard. I didn't eat for 4 weeks. No, that's not true. I did eat. But I did save very hard. And the day came when I had enough money to go to the shop and look for the guitar. 1979? Yep, it was this one. Brand new in 1979. It's an Ovation Legend. And what a legend. It's the model number 1617. It's electroacoustic, came in a beautiful plush hard case, and ever since then that's where this guitar has been kept and cherished. Hence the condition. It's almost like new. I've loved it for all those years. Anyway, what a guitar. Lovely Ovation stylish headstock, nicely sculpted, look at that. 3 tuners either side, and look at them. They're covered at the back, but what do you think about the colour? Apparently 24 karat gold plated. The neck is made in several parts, and it's difficult to define exactly what the profile is. It's certainly overall a C-shaped, and it's not a shallow C-shape, it's a little bit bigger, but there's also a hint of a V along the back as well. So it's a kind of hybrid between C-shape and V-shape. It's comfortable. It's made in several parts. It has what appears to be an ebony fingerboard with lovely little diamond pearloid inlays. All the frets are nicely finished. The nuts cut beautifully. It has binding along the edge of the neck and the fingerboard. All of this is totally as it was when it was new. This is the deep bowl version. They do a shallow bowl and a deep bowl. This is the deep bowl. The difference being the type of sound that you get. You get a fuller, more richer sound, I think, personally, from the deeper bowl. The shallow bowl one tends to be a little bit more, I think, trebly. It has the inlet for the amplifier lead on the back here, somewhere, there we are. Strap button there, a strap button there, and it has these rather fiddly, I have to say, to be honest, concentric tone and volume control. The volume control in the centre and around the outside is another ring, and that operates the tonal settings. So anti-clockwise more of a bassy sound, clockwise more of a treble sound. These are a little bit fiddly and take some getting used to. But the thing that's worse is the battery. It sits behind this little screw, and you've got to have very nimble fingers to get the little battery holder out from inside the sound hole. And obviously the strings have to be slackened off a long way to get in there and get it out. So I don't think that was top of the priority list for the designers at Ovation way back in those days. I'm hopeful they might have improved things a little since then. The top of the guitar is a really lovely glow now after all of these years. The rosette, sadly, is just what looks like a little plastic ring that's been inserted. Shame, because it's a good quality and expensive guitar. The bridge is easy to adjust. It's a compensated single saddle, and if you take that out, there are some shims underneath that you can, different thicknesses that you can add to or take away to alter the height of the strings. I've noticed over the years other of these Ovation what they call lyre chord bowl guitars tend to crack all the way down here. I don't know whether that's to do with temperature changes, humidity changes, percussive playing, but a lot of them seem to crack, and it goes linear from here all the way down there. I don't know, again, why that happens. The back apparently is some very, very thin material they call lyra cord that apparently has got something to do with helicopter design. It's very thin, it's very strong. It's also got a slightly roughened edge here so it doesn't supposedly slip off the thigh when you're playing it. So they've thought of a few different things. Clearly they must have got something right, because in the early 70s and 80s certainly these were so popular amongst really well-known players, and they are really nice guitars, very nice indeed. Certainly this one's been loved by me for a very long time. The binding on all the edges is pretty simple and straightforward. It's quite tasteful, and it's been stable for a long time. So let's turn the volume down to 0 and let's see what it sounds like unamplified, and then we'll amplify it and see what the variations are like there. So this is unamplified, a relatively low action, which is my preference, fairly light gauge strings. I think these are probably 11 gauge, but yeah, a nice guitar overall. Let's have a little listen to it unamplified. It's the Ovation 1617 Legend from 1979. The neck width feels relatively narrow, but actually I'm sure it's pretty standard really. But it's very nice, very nice. Let's put some amplification on, and let's try with the rotary control for the tone round anti-clockwise to give us more of a bassy sound. There might be a bit of feedback from the amplifier because it's quite close. Here we go. Okay, rotary control round fully clockwise to give us more of a treble sound. Now that's a wide tonal range, and obviously you can get variations anywhere around there in between. But I have to say it's a nice guitar. It feels comfortable. I like the rounded back. It's quite unusual. There have been a few copies from different manufacturers over the years, but it's a nice feel. The guitar itself is very lightweight, reasonably well balanced, although there does seem to be some favour towards the top of the headstock end, because the body is so light in weight. A nice guitar overall, and it stood the test of time. It's lasted a long time, from 1979. There's a slight raise behind the bridge on the top, but it's very, very slight. There's no separation anywhere, and everything just feels great about this guitar, and I hope I have it for a long time to come. So here we are, Ovation 1617 model, Legend, 24 karat gold plated machines, very snazzy. A nicely made guitar overall. Very nice. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, Michael's Guitar Reviews. As always, I would love you to subscribe to my channel so that I can build the channel and reach more people and share all the beautiful things about guitars. I also really value your comments, constructive comments and feedback, very much appreciated. So for now, I'll say goodbye, thank you for watching and happy guitar playing. Bye for now.